Ponda makes a plant-based insulation material called BioPuff. But what makes it really unique is we make it from plants which are able to regenerate damaged wetlands. This is a consequence of having huge carbon benefits, increasing biodiversity, and improving resilience in our agricultural systems.
The impact of damaged and drained peatlands is huge. So it contributes to around 3% of global carbon emissions. So by starting to re-wet these soils, you're immediately shutting off those carbon emissions, locking that carbon in the ground. The idea for what we're doing came around from looking at the existing textiles industry, in particular the production of natural plant-based fibres. And these can be very resource intensive. So we began looking at alternative feedstocks for these natural fibres to feed into textile production.
Basically, the Taifa fiber has an incredible cluster structure, which is quite similar to the down structure. It's great for insulation because it has these air pockets. It can keep a lot of warmth. The idea is that with this fiber, we create a material that can replace conventional fibers, such as down, polyesters, or other synthetics in the market.
One thing that makes our project and the team really unique is that we come from completely different backgrounds, not only as individuals, but also in terms of the industries we'd worked in and the fields we come from. And I think we approach the problem from various different lenses, and that allows us to have a really holistic approach.
Winning the Terra Carta Design Lab would mean everything to Ponda. Both the mentorship and resources that the Terra Carta Design Lab would enable us to receive would be completely game-changing.
With this support, we'd be able to work with scaled manufacturers alongside fashion brands who are interested in new sustainable materials and start to bring those into our supply chain.
Obviously, this is a very big price. And so this will allow us to bring prototyping in-house to produce this new format of the material. We will be able to do some research and development on it as well. It's a very exciting opportunity for us, and we're trying to make the most out of it.
Our farming partners in these peatland areas are highly engaged in this sort of re-wetting process. But once the land has been restored, they do want to keep farming it. And so by growing our wetland crops, they're able to restore and re-wet this land, lock that carbon back in the soil, but they can actually continue to earn a living by growing these crops, producing valuable natural materials at the same time.
It's bringing farmers together to be able to transition into this regenerative practice and really bring brands together to understand where that benefit sits and how they can start integrating that into their supply chains.